Alright, good morning everybody. Under the hood, victim capture portals. I went through this morning, going all the way back to the 1964. Let's just make lying legal. This was during the Vietnam War, and the way you follow all this, Richard Nixon in 1971 ended that war. And he also ended Bretton Woods, which was what the whole Vietnam War was about. Where this all actually started was the creation of the Federal Reserve, and come on, 1911. It was 1911 or 1915. I believe it was 1911 because the Titanic sank 1912, the unsinkable ship. Anyway, the Federal Reserve, it wasn't long after they created it, we had the Great Depression, which, you know, we had the World War I, then we had the Great Depression, then we had World War II. So, we still had corporations were under regulations up to that time on how much Bretton Woods gold-backed currency also stopped corporations and governments from doing what they done and did, which is just unlimited debt, just pound the debt machine, right? Saturate the whole world with debt. So you see how this all ties in. In that same time period, 1964 was when they did the lie rule. They said, oh, we got to be able to lie. If we can't lie, we can't have freedom of speech. That's pretty much what they said. Who is the father of the lie? Okay, so you tie all this in. That economy was destroyed by war. The Bretton Woods gold-backed currency economy was destroyed. An oil-backed dollar was created by Nixon. In other words, fiat, paper, nothing backed it, just fiat, oil. We're going to protect Saudi Arabia for the worth of our dollar to be measured by oil. So, 1964 law, you jump forward to Reagan. When after this, you remember how bad they berated and beat down Jimmy Carter, because Jimmy Carter was for the people. They could say what they want. And he had a little trouble with Iran, oil prices, 1974, 73, 72. And the Republicans got him out with Reagan. What did Reagan do? He come in with deregulation and bringing religion in, which he shouldn't have had done. That was against our Constitution, and everybody said, oh, it's godly. No, it's not. A state religion is not godly. And that's where they went with it. So the dominoes are all coming together. In 1980, by 1987, they had deregulated everything enough to where we started seeing the magazine TV. All Trump, all the time, oh, you got an enemy. And that's the psychological part they needed. That gave them open season on just, come on, let's make it a little longer, Tuck. Let's walk this way, make this a little longer. I need a little more time. This opened up the victim capture portals. So during this time, Reagan also had demonized the poor. Right? And they went heavy after the benefits. They ended mental institutions, help for any mental illness. You've got to treat these. After World War II, that's what that was all about. Building social safety nets for the people and getting everybody healthy, guarding their health, watching over them, and everything. And when you do preventative health and mental health, what you're doing is preventing the type of situation we have now of people laying around on the streets everywhere, having to walk over them. Now it's illegal for them to be in town. See the progression? And the people out here who are suffering are the victims of the Reagan era Republican ideals and laws, tax cuts, and deregulation. And that's when, from Reagan on, is when it went just all for the wealthy. And deregulating through Bush, which the second Bush, GW, he pretty much got rid of regulations for corporations. We went through this where they just started holding bills up. All this is where people got to understand, I'm not here to set up a new government. I'm not here to back an existing government. I'm here to tell you what has happened and why this is the end of this system, and why all the prophecy projections that God gave from the Bible itself, not my words, but biblical, are coming to pass right now for everybody to see. Once you captured your victim, the very one responsible for all the problems has now wrapped their arms around the victims with their 24-hour-a-day onslaught of how great we are. The very ones that took all this, you're not going on that side, and making the people believe that the left, it's all the mental thing. These police officers that's backing these people, see, it's not MAGA base that I care about. I don't care what they do. They're deluded and trapped in a victim capture cycle. Ones I worry about is the authority figures that they put in office and that sit around watching these victim capture portals all day and having everybody in their offices and in the back watch it. Last I recall, the prisoners still could watch what they want on TV in their boardrooms, but I have no idea. So here's the whole point about all of this. We are in a spot where I don't think it's fixable. It would take. This is how serious it is. It would take more than people have the will to do to fix this. I am a vessel. I am explaining what's happened because of what it is that I've been able to see and what God's given me to see and warn you guys about. It all goes to the 7 bowls of wrath. They are a judgment upon this world. They started when Israel became a nation again, which is Revelation chapter 11. The 7 trumps were all of the starting of when God took away the truth from the earth, and then he sealed his 144,000. In Revelation chapter 7, that's the ones of Revelation chapter 20 that will rule with Yeshua 1,000 years and restore the earth back to what it's supposed to be. All these things are against our Constitution. They started wiping out our Constitution. Happy dog. Hey, Posey. They started wiping out our Constitution with Reagan. And they just steadily deregulated and took any law off the wealthy corporations until now that's who owns it all. And they put these political pacts in that's against our Constitution. And they're doing it using victim capital capture portals with their mind-numbing 24-hour-a-day that lives after you. Remember when they did the PBS thing? Oh no, remember they played on the homo fears. What do you call that? Homophobia. They played on that heavy to try to get PBS defunded and gotten rid of, because they didn't want no competition between their victim capture portals. They wanted them to think, see, that's why all that paranoia. You can't let your kids watch anything about children because it's homos are coming after you. They want to cut your wee-wee off. Or they want to replace your JJ with a pee-pee. Something crazy nonsense. And now we have a law enforcement, state officials, local officials, running around in a deranged, ideological state of thinking that everybody that don't believe like they do and just know that Trump's here to save us all, he's some wonderful hero. When the plain truth is, Trump's only a figurehead and a celebrity they used put in office. And from what I've seen, threw away 5 million votes or over. Tom Hartman reported that yesterday. Just didn't count them. Throw them away, whatever. In the 2024 election. And now, we got all these people out here fighting this war on the left in their mind, and we kind of can't understand it. And we're sitting here trying to figure out a way to help somebody that hates our guts because they think we're going to try to cut off their wee-wees or something. This is an insane world. And there's only one solution, and that's God. How are you going to go back, all the way back to 1911, and change what they done? And they did the same thing they did now with the Iran war. And this sanctioning in Iran has done got ridiculous. We don't have a swift platform to sanction anybody, and the other nations just laugh when you talk about that, like Canada did. Just showed the world what the U.S. is now and who's running it now. And the whole world's against us now. And you can thank the victim portals in the 1964 lie law for that. All right, guys. Next video.